Marriage in itself is challenging. The pre-marital period is challenging as well. But if we're not creating or cultivating an environment for people to grow such that they're able to find the best potential spouse for them, then we as a community are also failing, I think. Hey, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Faiyaz Jaffer, based in New York City. I'm here to share some quick insights with regards to all things marriage with Muzz. The institution of marriage is so central and integral to the religion of Islam and to a Muslim's growth because again, what it does is it allows for an individual to understand themselves a little bit better. Marriage affords us the opportunity to be much more responsible than we were prior to the day that we got married. Because not only are we responsible for ourselves, but we also are responsible for someone else. And through that relationship, again, we're also able to help somebody else grow. God gave us the ability to ascend toward a height that is far higher than that of the angels. And one of those ways that we're able to do that is to learn from somebody else who we are. This is number one. A second thing is, in all transparency, this world is filled with so many distractions, and whereby we are being bombarded by images that seek toward cultivating solely our desire for sex and our desire for intimacy and our desire for relationships. The opportunity is present for one to build out a meaningful, intimate relationship with their spouse, so that they're eradicating all of those distractions that we are being bombarded with on our phones and on TV and on movies and so on and so forth in a healthy and permissible way. We generally, as people of faith, and I don't even only mean Muslims, but people of faith generally are a bit more conservative with even talking about issues surrounding marriage or surrounding relationships. But that necessarily shouldn't be any sort of prohibitive, being that someone is a believer in their religious tradition and they want to keep up with a fulfillment of their religious values. There's nothing wrong with exploring or communicating or talking or reading or studying about how to live a life that also seeks a meaningful relationship during the course of that period of their life. At the end of the day, within Islamic tradition, we emphasize that marriage is meant to complete someone's religion, as the prophetic hadith states, that marriage is half of religion, so to say, and the rest of it is fulfillment of your other duties and obligations to yourself and to community and to society and obviously to God and so on. So once we have that intention, that I am looking for a partner who can help me complete myself, who can help me complete my religion, who can help me reach perfection, who can help me grow as a person, who can help me learn about myself in the same way that I can potentially help them learn about themselves, then all of a sudden things become a little bit more clear and we're able to eradicate all that ambiguity with regards to the seeking of a spouse, seeking marriage, relationships, and all of a sudden it shouldn't be as taboo as so many people of religion or people within our communities make it out to be. So really it starts with understanding what it is that we're looking for. We're looking for a fulfillment of our religious duty. We're looking for a fulfillment of our own hearts, of our own spiritual sort of dynamics. And once we recognize that and put God in the equation, I think so much more consciousness and mindfulness is naturally emanated or illuminated by the individual during the course of this process. Best premarital tip. I often advise people to write down or to note down in some capacity what they're looking for in a potential spouse, meaning that they should note down 5 or 3 or 10 things that they're not willing to negotiate in a potential husband or wife well before they start their search. You're looking for someone who has X quality or X character trait or whatever it is, note that down before going into the search. I think marriage in itself is challenging. The pre-marital period is challenging as well. But if we're not creating or cultivating an environment for people to grow such that they're able to find the best potential spouse for them, then we as a community are also failing, I think.